Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Happy Friday everyone, I hope you're ready for weekend. I definitely am, and we have beautiful weather in New York area today. It's almost summer weather, so I'm definitely gonna have some fun later in the day outside. Alright, let's get going. I'm gonna start with the Spirit Junkie cards at the beginning. Since we just had the full moon happening a few hours ago, I decided to see as we come out with that energy, and I mean it's also gonna linger for a little while, to see where we are in terms of energy and what should we pay attention to build on it. For the feminine, we have it's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. Yeah, so if you feel a little bit lonely or a little bit off, if you feel you could, use talking to somebody, even if it's not help per se, but just sharing what is going on, remember that there are people around you who support you. If it's challenging for you to find it among people, remember that you also have your guides and your higher power at your disposal, that you can turn to ask questions, to ask for help. It's actually a very important skill that we often forget, me included. What about divine masculines? Let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. Okay, so this is about observing and listening to oneself, right? This is like, don't try to change it, be there, observe it, observe what's going on, how things are unfolding, how you feel about it, that sort of energy. Yep, I'm already in the weekend mode. Okay, now gonna use my deluxe deck today to get the sense for the energies. We'll get, for each of the twins, we'll get what is currently happening with the energy and what's the guidance. So what's going on with divine feminine? Remember that this is a general reading, so take on what resonates and leave what doesn't. It could be just one sentence, one notion, one idea that will resonate in your mind with something and will get you going, If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment below the video. Alright, we have Queen of Cups and the Strength, beautiful energy, loving it. Clarification. Eight of Swords. What about the guidance? Alright, Emperor and Seven of Swords. It's interesting. What about divine masculines? Of course, if you guys are interested in a personal reading or a coaching session, do not hesitate to reach out to me via an email address in the description box below. We have Page of Cups, Ten of Wands. What about that? That's that ending of the cycle. I've seen it. I also did short recordings for each of the zodiac sign for full moon, and I remember more than one person had 10 of Wands in the energy of like finishing that cycle where you realize, and the big part of it was not just, I'm letting go of burdens. It's about realizing that certain thing that you thought before was actually a treasure, was something that you valued. Let's take as an example, like quite literal physical example of something you own, and you keep, when you're moving around, you keep bringing it with you. I don't know, some family heirloom. And then at some point you realize, like, why am I even keeping this? It's almost like becomes your automatic habit. Or it's like, somebody gave it to me for my 12th birthday and now, you know, it's a memory of that person. Is it really? Or is it just, you know, basically a piece of junk that you're carrying with you and you don't even use it, or it fits a decoration, you don't enjoy it. It's there for the mere memory because you feel like it's an obligation to keep it, but you realize that it's really just, you know, making it more difficult for you to move around. It just creates more junk. And of course it could be, you can extrapolate that onto relationships, onto activities, right? You're there because you feel like you have to be, because you feel like it brings you certain benefits, or you feel obligated to the person because XYZ, they did something before. It could be all kinds of things, but the big thing is here realizing that something that you thought was valuable, had a positive intake in your life, really becomes a burden, becomes something or someone who takes your energy, but you don't get anything of value out of it. You know, if you're forcing yourself to smile or to do something, even if it's something nice, there is a big red flag there of how, you know, why you're doing it, and something needs to change here. Either your perspective of that, why you're doing it, or if it's really something that you feel obligated to do, but you don't truly believe in it, then just stop doing it. You know, take a break from that person, see what happens. Maybe you'll find some new points of connection that you will both enjoy, that is not going to feel like a chore. Okay, what's the guidance for divine feminine masculines? We have 3 of Wands and the Devil. Yeah, I actually had a vision of the Devil card last night. That's interesting. Let's clarify. Okay, that was quick. Please clarify 10 of Wands, Page of Cups. Alright. Please clarify 3 of Wands and the Devil. So I have a few major arcanas here. It's Leo, Energy, Aries, and Capricorn. All right. So for the feminine energy, we have Queen of Cups and the Strength, clarified by 2 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is, coming out of this full moon energy, the feminines are getting out feeling more empowered and stronger in terms of recognizing, you know, energy patterns, feelings, right? Those kind of fine-tuned impulses that they get, right? That's the notion of this Queen of Cups energy, of being in touch and understanding, recognizing feelings, emotions, and how the energy flows. Being vulnerable but being strong at the same time, and that helps with making decisions. You don't have to be torn in different directions. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to drive yourself insane of thinking of which way, or maybe I want both, right? I want to have my cake and eat it too, right? This inner compass that is this energy helps you see perfectly what is in the highest good right now. And sometimes you don't even know why, but guess what? You don't have to. Happens to me a lot, and I like to bring logic in to try to justify it for myself. It's almost like a court case in my head where I'm supposed to you know, find evidence to prove that, yeah, that's the right decision of the court. And then, you know what, so many times it turned out that it was the right decision, but for a different reason that I thought. So I'm like, why sweat it? Trust it. You know it's the right one, even if you don't necessarily know why, or not, you're not 100% there. You don't see the whole picture yet. The guidance for divine feminines, yeah, exactly. Emperor and 7 of Swords. So you don't have to know everything, and it doesn't mean that there is a trick here somewhere. There is a catch that you know. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't trust the situation or can't trust the person, right? It's about recognizing that there are certain hidden things that we all have as people and that the universe has as well. Maybe for a very good reason, right? We have, as a clarifier, we have Three of Swords in reverse and Six of Cups in reverse. So stop dwelling on past experiences of broken heart, of where you've been let down as a child. It's not necessarily that the same thing is going to happen again. So try to remove that from your judgment, not to cloud it. I mean, it's good to be cautious, and that's what our psyche is doing for us, right? To protect us from being deceived, from people letting us down, from being hurt, being in some sort of danger or pain, right? But you should assume this role of the emperor in your life, where you are this wise leader that understands that you are safe where you are protected, and you have the tools at your disposal to deal with whatever comes your way. And you know what, even if something not so pleasant, there's a good chance that it's coming your way anyway, if it's meant to be there, right? If it's not meant for you, there's a good chance the universe will help you work around that. If it was meant for you, then there is a big chance that you aren't going to avoid it. It's going to come out through the side door somewhere. But it's better to face it and trust that you are walking that path, whatever that means, day in, day out, because we need both negative and positive experiences to learn what we're supposed to learn and to fulfill our goals here and to be happy. For the masculines, we have Ten of Wands, Page of Cups. So like I was saying, it's recognizing where the love was missing. What is it in Divine Masculine's life that they thought was valuable, they thought needs protecting, but it turned out that there was no positive energy there was no flow. And you see Knight of Swords here, and in this deck the guy is running away and actually getting to the back so he can move away even faster. It's like, okay, I'm out of here. No, don't want to do this, don't want to spend my time on it, like, goodbye. Advice, Three of Wands and the Devil, clarified by High Priestess, right? It's about recognizing while you're in this waiting energy, and we had the affirmation for Divine Masculines was, let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. So while you're listening to the truth in silence, remember that the truth is going to be very quiet. The devil or the ego or whatever you want to call it is going to be quite loud. So it's about recognizing that, and the ego is probably going to talk to you first. It's about quieting your mind enough so you can hear, the true inner voice, the voice of your higher power, of your angels, right? Whether you believe in that, that's it. Okay, I think this is it to finish off. I have my oracle cards with messages from Divine Masculine, so let's get a couple of messages from Divine Masculines to Divine Feminines. Okay, God, I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said to you. Yeah, that was part of the release that the Divine Masculines were doing with this full moon energy. I'm scared of change, I'm not used to it, but I'm trying. Yeah, and actually when I was shuffling this deck, I heard a message about the thing that they're letting go of, the Ten of Wands part, the burden, that it's gonna take them some time. So if it means they understand they need to, break up with somebody, a friend, a family, whoever, it's gonna take them a bit of time to actually have the courage to do it, to actually say it, to actually do it, right? If they need to stop some sort of activity, it may also take them some time to leave it all together. So show some compassion, some patience, some support if you can, if you know what it is about. But just know that these things, and just in general, they rarely happen overnight. They could be, but it's more of a tower moment. We don't see the tower here. So you see more that this is the important part with this full moon, was realizing that that's the case. And now it's gonna come to taking actual steps to apply it. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll talk to you again very soon.